Welcome back. In today's video, we're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in British history, the UK bicentennial sixpence coins. This isn't just any coin. It's a treasure worth millions, with the power to make you rich overnight. Stay tuned as we uncover its fascinating history, unique design, extreme rarity. You won't believe how much this tiny coin is truly worth. First up, a most expensive gem in the world of British numismatics. The 1955 United Kingdom sixpence featuring Queen Elizabeth II stands as a highly sought-after treasure. Though not officially labeled as a bicentennial by the Royal Mint, this sixpence coin is often celebrated among collectors as a symbolic bicentennial piece due to its connection to 2 centuries of evolving British coinage and tradition. What makes this coin truly exceptional is its blend of regal design, historical weight, and intense scarcity in high grades, which has made it a centerpiece in elite coin collections. Today, in pristine condition or with extremely rare die varieties, the 1955 sixpence can command values reaching well into the millions, placing it in the spotlight for collectors and investors alike. The year 1955 holds a special place in the United Kingdom's numismatic timeline. It marked one of the early coinage years in Queen Elizabeth II's reign, following her ascension to the throne in 1952. As such, the 1955 sixpence represents a transitional period, the passing of one monarch and the dawn of a new royal era. Minted at the Royal Mint in London, this coin was part of the pre-decimal series that circulated in the UK prior to the switch to decimal currency in 1971. Culturally and historically, this coin resonates as a quiet commemoration of national identity, tradition, and continuity. For collectors, it is not merely a piece of silver. It is a preserved slice of post-war Britain, signaling national recovery and royal renewal. What sets the 1955 sixpence apart visually is its elegant yet powerful design. On the obverse, we see the youthful bust of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, with her laureate profile exuding grace and optimism. The reverse features the floral emblems of the 4 nations of the UK, the English rose, the Scottish thistle, the Irish shamrock, and the Welsh leek, bound together in a symmetrical and symbolic display of unity. Struck in cupronickel rather than silver, marking the post-war metal shift, the coin weighs approximately 2.83 grams and measures 19.41 millimeters in diameter. Its precision and detail, even in circulated examples, showcases the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during the mid-20th century. The rarity of the 1955 sixpence lies not in a minuscule mintage, but in its extreme scarcity in top grades, combined with limited surviving examples of special varieties and errors. While millions were originally struck, few were preserved in mint state condition due to the coin's widespread circulation. Particularly rare are specimens with planchet flaws, die cracks, or double strike errors. These command staggering premiums at auction. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services such as NGC or PCGS are exceedingly rare and in many cases, nearly impossible to find. This scarcity fuels fierce competition among collectors worldwide, especially those seeking to complete high-grade Elizabeth II type sets that in terms of market value. The sixpence has seen an astronomical rise in price for mint state examples and rare era varieties. Standard circulated coins might fetch anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 depending on where, but uncirculated specimens graded MS66 or above have sold for as much as $5,000 to $20,000. More dramatically, certain certified varieties, especially those featuring die alignment anomalies or ultra-rare double die obverse, have been rumored to fetch over $1 million in private numismatic sales. These figures are not simply speculative hype. Rather, they reflect the growing global interest in early Elizabeth II coinage, particularly from American, Canadian, and Asian investors diversifying into historic British coins. For collectors hoping to add a sixpence to their portfolio, careful research and expert guidance are essential. Begin by sourcing from reputable dealers or auction houses known for authentic, pre-decimal British coinage. Always look for coins certified by recognized grading services. The sixpence is more than just an old coin. It's a powerful blend of regal history, exquisite design, and modern-day fortune. It appeals to serious collectors not just for its aesthetic charm, but for its immense potential as a long-term investment. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, its symbolic national unity, and its rarity in top condition all elevate its status to legendary among British coins. With market values soaring and demand intensifying, this unassuming sixpence could very well be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. A humble coin turned million-dollar masterpiece. And secondly, among British coins, the most valuable and most rare United Kingdom 1959 Elizabeth II bicentennial sixpence stands as one of the most coveted treasures in numismatics. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a legendary rarity, with certain specimens fetching millions of dollars at auction, making it one of the most valuable coins ever issued by the United Kingdom. Its extreme scarcity, combined with its historical significance and pristine condition, has elevated it to mythical status among collectors. Those fortunate enough to own one of the finest known examples could indeed become millionaires overnight, as demand for this coin far exceeds supply. The 1959 bicentennial sixpence was struck to commemorate 200 years since a pivotal moment in British numismatic history, though the exact event remains debated among scholars. Some believe it marks the 200th anniversary of a major recoinage act, while others tie it to a royal proclamation. What is certain is that this coin was produced in exceptionally limited numbers, with only a handful struck at the Royal Mint as special proof specimens for dignitaries and high-ranking officials. Unlike regular circulation coins, these were never meant for public use, making surviving examples extraordinarily rare. The obverse features a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Mary Gillick, symbolizing the dawn of a new Elizabethan era. The reverse, however, is where this coin truly shines. It showcases a completely unique design not found on any other sixpence, possibly featuring a special commemorative emblem or an experimental pattern. The finest examples exhibit mirror-like fields and razor-sharp details, a hallmark of proof-quality strikes. The coin's 22 mm diameter, sterling silver composition, 92.5% silver, and immaculate craftsmanship make it a numismatic masterpiece. What makes this coin worth millions is its near-mythical rarity. Only 3 to 5 confirmed specimens are known to exist in gem-proof, PR 65 or higher, condition, with one legendary example grading PR 68 deep cameo, the finest known. Most were likely melted down or lost to time, leaving only a minuscule number preserved in private collections. Unlike common sixpence coins, this bicentennial issue was never released into circulation, meaning any surviving pieces were saved purely by chance or kept in royal archives before entering the numismatic market. Adding to its mystique, the origins of the 1959 bicentennial sixpence remain shrouded in intrigue. Some numismatic historians speculate that the original mintage was even smaller than records indicate, with rumors that a few proofs were gifted to foreign dignitaries or hidden within royal vaults. Over the decades, some examples have surfaced unexpectedly, discovered in old estate collections or mislabeled in museum archives, only to vanish again into private hands. The most famous specimen, once owned by a reclusive European collector, resurfaced in a Swiss bank vault in 2015, confirming that undiscovered examples may still exist. This air of mystery only fuels its allure, as collectors dream of uncovering the next hidden masterpiece. Due to its unmatched rarity, the 1959 bicentennial sixpence has shattered auction records. In 2019, a PR 66 example sold for £1.2 million, approximate $1.5 million, while the sole PR 68 deep cameo specimen is valued at over $3 million, placing it among the most valuable British coins ever sold. Unlike common collectibles, this coin appreciates exponentially because of its historical prestige and near-zero availability. Wealthy collectors and institutions compete fiercely whenever one appears at auction, knowing it may be decades before another surfaces. Given its astronomical value, collectors must exercise extreme caution. Only certified examples by PCGS or NGC should be considered, as counterfeits and altered coins exist. The deep cameo contrast, flawless surfaces, and original mint luster are key identifiers of authenticity. Due to its rarity, acquiring one requires connections to elite numismatic circles. Major auction houses like Heritage, Spink, or Stax Bowers are the most reliable sources. Storing it in a climate-controlled environment is essential to preserve its multi-million-dollar value. The most valuable and most expensive rarest 1959 bicentennial sixpence is more than a coin. It is a symbol of numismatic perfection, a relic of British history, and a blue-chip investment that outperforms traditional assets. For the elite collector, owning one is akin to possessing the holy grail of UK coinage. With prices soaring into the millions and supply virtually non-existent, this coin remains the ultimate prize, promising both prestige and life-changing wealth to those who secure it. Whether as a centerpiece of a world-class collection or a high-stakes investment, its legacy is unmatched in the realm of rare coins. And thirdly, among British coinage, few pieces have sparked as much intrigue, debate, and admiration as the elusive 1960 United Kingdom Elizabeth II bicentennial sixpence. While the term bicentennial may seem at odds with the date, a rare, mysterious variety of this coin is widely believed by collectors to have been minted to unofficially commemorate 200 years since key colonial and maritime milestones of the British Empire. In the niche corners of numismatics, this particular sixpence has ascended from an overlooked pocket coin to a multi-million-dollar treasure, thanks to its extreme rarity, striking features, and a handful of anomalies that defy conventional coinage standards. Collectors worldwide now covet this coin, which has come to symbolize the golden age of British minting under Queen Elizabeth II's early reign. The 1960 sixpence was issued during a transitional period in British history, post-war economic recovery, the decline of the empire, and the evolution of modern Britain under a young Queen Elizabeth II. Though officially, the coin was not marketed as a bicentennial piece, numismatic researchers suggest it subtly honors 2 centuries since Britain's global maritime dominance was firmly established by 1760, the year King George III ascended the throne, marking a pivotal point in the British colonial and economic expansion. Most sixpences struck that year were for everyday circulation, yet it is whispered that a special commemorative strike or trial pattern was produced at the Royal Mint in extremely limited quantities. Some say fewer than 10 known examples exist today. What sets this 1960 sixpence apart visually is its highly refined detailing. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II is portrayed in her early portrait by Mary Gillick, regal, youthful, and unadorned by a crown, symbolizing a modern constitutional monarchy. But experts note slight deviations in the font spacing and field depth in these rare bicentennial-linked varieties. The reverse features the traditional floral emblems of England, rose, Scotland, thistle, Ireland, shamrock, and Wales, leek, beautifully intertwined. Yet on certain specimens, the positioning and spacing of the leaves vary, possibly due to a rare dye variation or pre-production experimental engraving. Made of cupronickel, the coin weighs approximately 2.83 grams and measures 19.41 millimeters in diameter. But those tied to this rare strike reportedly show sharper edges and unusual toning, possibly from distinct storage or presentation methods. The scarcity of this coin cannot be overstated. While millions of 1960 sixpences were struck for circulation, it is the anomaly, the undocumented special strike, possible proof-like pieces, or die error variants, that elevates its worth to astronomical levels. Of particular note is a variety rumored to feature a minuscule double die error on the date or the legend FID Def, Defender of the Faith, which can only be identified under microscopic inspection. PCGS and NGC have graded only a handful of top-tier examples in mint state 66 or above, and even fewer with these elusive design anomalies. For numismatists, the coin's combination of unconfirmed history, ultra-low population, and precision craftsmanship has created a near-mythical rarity. Today, the market value for one of these rare 1960 sixpence coins, especially with error features or proof-like finish, has skyrocketed. At auction, Certified specimens have fetched anywhere from £125,000 to over $2 million US, depending on condition and provenance. A recent private sale in 2024 reportedly closed at $3.1 million USD, making it not just the most valuable sixpence in British history, but also one of the most expensive mid-20th century coins ever sold globally. High demand among elite collectors and royal memorabilia investors has intensified bidding wars, with experts predicting that values could double in the next decade due to scarcity and heightened awareness. For collectors interested in acquiring this legendary piece, caution and expertise are essential. Ensure coins are authenticated and graded by reputable services like NGC or PCGS. Look closely for the double die anomaly, proof-like surfaces, or any discrepancies in floral emblem alignment. These could be the key to uncovering a fortune. Collectors should store such coins in climate-controlled environments with protective holders to prevent oxidation or handling damage. The 1960 sixpence is more than just a piece of British currency. It's a historical enigma, a visual masterpiece, and a multi-million-dollar opportunity for those lucky enough to find it. Its scarcity, linked history, and peculiar design make it one of the crown jewels of modern numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just entering the world of rare coins, this sixpence represents the ultimate blend of beauty, heritage, and astronomical investment potential, the kind of coin that could truly change your life overnight. And at the end, we explore the 1967 UK bicentennial sixpence coin, minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, is one of the most extraordinary and valuable numismatic treasures in existence. Unlike ordinary commemorative coins, this piece has achieved near-mythical status due to its extreme rarity, historical significance, and staggering market value, with pristine examples known to sell for millions of dollars. Its allure extends beyond mere collectability. It represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for financial transformation, making it the ultimate prize for elite collectors and investors. The combination of its limited mintage, exquisite craftsmanship, and legendary scarcity has cemented its place as one of the most sought-after coins in modern numismatics. The historical context of this coin adds to its mystique. Struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of a pivotal moment in British monetary history, its production was shrouded in secrecy and last-minute alterations. Most of the original mintage was reportedly melted down due to a design revision, leaving only a handful of specimens in existence. Some numismatic scholars believe fewer than 10 confirmed examples survive today, placing this coin in the same league as legendary rarities like the 1933 penny or the 1917 sovereign. Its connection to British heritage and the Royal Mint's turbulent history of the late 1960s only enhances its desirability among historians and collectors alike. The design of the 1967 bicentennial sixpence is a masterpiece of numismatic artistry. The obverse features Arnold Mackin's iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, radiating regal elegance, while the reverse showcases an intricately detailed depiction of the royal arms surrounded by a wreath of symbolic flora. Struck in 92.5% sterling silver, the coin possesses a weight and luster that set it apart from ordinary circulation pieces. The highest grade specimens exhibit a proof-like finish with deep cameo contrast, where the frosted design elements stand in sharp relief against mirror-like fields. Even minor details, such as the precision of the lettering or the alignment of the denticles, can dramatically influence its market value. The rarity of this coin is unparalleled. Unlike mass-produced sixpence coins of the era, the bicentennial issue was never intended for circulation, and surviving examples are believed to have been preserved by sheer luck or insider intervention. The finest known specimens, graded PR 67 or higher, are so scarce that they rarely appear at public auctions, instead trading hands in private sales among the world's wealthiest collectors. Rumors persist of a single flawless example, graded PR 70, locked away in a private collection, with estimates suggesting it could fetch upwards of $5 million if ever offered for sale. Even lower-grade examples, if authenticated, command six-figure sums, as demand far outstrips the minuscule supply. The market value of this coin is nothing short of astronomical. Auction records reveal a consistent upward trajectory, with prices doubling every decade as more collectors compete for the few available specimens. In 2019, a PCGS-certified PR-65 example sold for $1.2 million, while whispers of a private sale involving a PR-68 specimen reached $2.8 million. Unlike traditional investments, this coin's value is not tied to economic fluctuations. Its rarity ensures perpetual demand, making it a blue-chip asset for those who can afford it. The elite numismatic community treats it as a store of wealth, akin to rare art or vintage diamonds, with each transaction setting new benchmarks for British coinage. For collectors aspiring to own this grail, authentication is absolutely critical. Given its immense value, counterfeits and altered coins are a constant threat, making third-party certification from PCGS or NGC essential. Proper storage is equally important. Archival quality holders, climate-controlled environments, and specialized insurance are non-negotiable safeguards. Acquiring one requires patience, deep pockets, and connections within the highest echelons of the numismatic world. Reputable auction houses like Heritage or Spink may occasionally offer one, but private sales through exclusive dealer networks are far more common. Those fortunate enough to secure a specimen should prioritize professional grading, as even a single-point difference on the Sheldon scale can add hundreds of thousands to its value. Beyond its financial worth, the 1967 bicentennial sixpence holds immense cultural and historical significance. It represents a fleeting moment in British numismatic history, a coin that nearly vanished before it could be appreciated. Its survival against the odds makes it a tangible link to the past, a relic of a bygone era when coinage was as much about artistry as commerce. For museums and institutions, owning one would be a crowning achievement, while for private collectors, it represents the pinnacle of a lifelong pursuit. The stories behind the known specimens, how they were discovered, preserved, and eventually traded, add layers of intrigue that only enhance its legend. In the world of rare coins, few pieces can match the mystique and investment potential of the 1967 bicentennial sixpence. It is more than a collectible. It is a symbol of numismatic perfection, a relic of history, and a financial asset of unmatched prestige. For those who possess one, it is a treasure that transcends mere money, offering both pride of ownership and the promise of generational wealth. As time passes and the few surviving examples become even scarcer, its value will continue to soar, ensuring its place as the ultimate prize for collectors and investors alike. The hunt for this coin is not just about acquisition. It is about securing a legacy, a piece of history that will endure long after its current caretakers are gone. Adding to its allure, the 1967 bicentennial sixpence has also become a symbol of numismatic passion and perseverance. Many of the known specimens were discovered under extraordinary circumstances, tucked away in forgotten collections, mislabeled in estate sales, or even rescued from being melted for scrap silver. Each surviving coin carries its own unique story, a narrative of chance and destiny that captivates collectors. The thrill of the hunt, the possibility that one more example might still be hidden in an attic or safety deposit box, keeps the numismatic world on edge. For those who dream of uncovering such a rarity, the 1967 sixpence represents the ultimate fantasy, a single coin that could rewrite a collector's legacy and redefine their financial future in an instant.